Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up because today we're diving into one of the most explosive moments in daytime TV history that has the internet absolutely buzzing. It all started on a seemingly ordinary morning episode of The Lorraine Kelly Show, where the ever-charming host Lorraine Kelly welcomed Academy Award-winning actress Emma Thompson as her special guest. Emma, known for her wit, intelligence, and no-nonsense attitude, was there to promote her latest film, a thought-provoking drama about climate change and personal responsibility. The interview began innocently enough, with Lorraine asking about Emma's preparation for the role and her passion for environmental issues. But things took a sharp turn when Lorraine, perhaps trying to lighten the mood, made a comment about celebrities and their hypocritical lifestyles, jet-setting around the world while preaching about carbon footprints. Emma's face tightened, and she responded with her signature sharp tongue, pointing out that real change comes from systemic efforts, not individual shaming. The audience in the studio could feel the tension rising as Lorraine pushed back, defending her points by referencing some tabloid stories about Emma's own travels. What followed was a back-and-forth that escalated quickly, with Emma accusing the show of sensationalism and Lorraine standing her ground on keeping things real for viewers. Before anyone could blink, voices were raised, and Emma, feeling cornered, dropped a bombshell line that shocked everyone. "This is why people tune out from these fluff pieces. They're not journalism, they're just filler." The producer's signals went ignored as the clash intensified, leading to a commercial break that couldn't come soon enough. But the real drama unfolded off-air, or so sources say, with heated words exchanged in the green room. By the time the show resumed, Emma was nowhere to be seen, and Lorraine addressed the audience with a composed but visibly rattled demeanor, saying the interview had to be cut short due to unforeseen circumstances. Social media erupted immediately, with clips of the on-air portion going viral within minutes. Hashtags like #EmmaThompsonClash and #LorraineKickedOff trended worldwide, amassing millions of views. Fans of Emma praised her for standing up against what they called gotcha interviewing, while Lorraine's supporters argued that the host was just doing her job by asking tough questions. Celebrity reactions poured in from fellow actors like Meryl Streep tweeting support for Emma's environmental advocacy to TV personalities debating the boundaries of live interviews. This incident has sparked broader conversations about the role of morning shows in today's media landscape, questioning whether they should stick to lighthearted chit-chat or delve into deeper, potentially divisive topics. As the video of the clash continues to circulate, edited versions with dramatic music and slow-motion replays have turned it into meme gold. One particularly popular edit shows Emma's exasperated eye-roll synced to a popular sound bite from her film Sense and Sensibility. Meanwhile, Lorraine's team issued a statement emphasizing that the show values open dialogue but regrets any discomfort caused. Emma, ever the class act, posted a cryptic message on her social media about the importance of respectful discourse, without directly naming the show. The fallout has been immense, with viewership for The Lorraine Kelly Show spiking in the following episodes as curious fans tuned in to see if there would be any follow-up. Analysts are predicting this could be a turning point for how celebrity interviews are conducted, perhaps leading to more scripted segments or pre-approved questions. But for now, the world is hooked on this shocking heated clash that went viral, proving once again that live TV is unpredictable and utterly captivating. Stay tuned as we break down more details in the next part of this script, exploring the behind-the-scenes whispers and what this means for both stars' careers moving forward. The drama doesn't end here, oh no, it's just getting started with public apologies, potential lawsuits, and the endless cycle of online opinions shaping the narrative. Now, let's peel back the layers on what really led to Emma Thompson being essentially kicked off The Lorraine Kelly Show and that now infamous heated clash. Insiders reveal that tensions were simmering even before the cameras rolled. Emma arrived at the studio with a clear agenda, to discuss her film's message on urgent global issues like climate action and societal change. However, the show's producers had other ideas, aiming for a mix of personal anecdotes and juicy gossip to keep the morning audience engaged. During the pre-interview briefing, Emma reportedly expressed discomfort with certain lines of questioning, particularly those veering into her private life or past controversies. Lorraine, a veteran host with decades of experience, is known for her warm, relatable style, but she also doesn't shy away from probing deeper. The clash ignited when Lorraine referenced a recent article about celebrities' environmental hypocrisy, using Emma as an example without prior warning. Emma fired back, calling it ambush journalism and insisting that the focus should be on collective responsibility rather than finger-pointing. The exchange grew fiery, with Emma's volume rising as she exclaimed, "You're trivializing a crisis that's affecting billions." Lorraine, defending her approach, retorted that viewers deserve honesty from public figures. The studio audience gasped as the argument unfolded, with some cheering Emma's passion and others looking uncomfortable. Production staff scrambled in the control room, debating whether to cut ads early. When the break finally came, heated discussions continued backstage, where Emma allegedly demanded an apology for the misrepresentation. Refusing to return, she stormed out, leaving the crew to improvise the rest of the show. Lorraine handled it professionally on air, transitioning smoothly to the next segment, but her slight tremble betrayed the shock. Within hours, the clip was uploaded to social platforms, edited by fans to highlight the most dramatic moments. Viral TikToks recreated the scene with exaggerated accents, while Twitter threads analyzed every facial expression. Media outlets jumped on the story, with headlines screaming about the explosive exit. Emma's representatives released a statement praising her commitment to truth-telling, while Lorraine's show emphasized mutual respect. This event has reignited debates on guest-host dynamics, with some calling for better vetting of questions. Celebrities like George Clooney weighed in, supporting Emma's stance on media ethics. The video's virality has boosted both women's profiles. Emma's film saw a surge in ticket sales, and Lorraine's ratings climbed. Online forums dissect the incident frame by frame, speculating on edited-out parts. One theory suggests audio leaks of post-clash arguments, though unconfirmed. As the dust settles, questions linger. Was this a genuine clash or staged for publicity? Either way, it's gold for content creators, spawning podcasts and reaction videos. Emma, undeterred, continued her promo tour with renewed vigor, turning the negativity into a platform for her causes. Lorraine, ever resilient, addressed the elephant in the room on subsequent episodes, joking lightly about passionate guests. This saga highlights the thin line between entertainment and confrontation in TV, reminding us why we can't look away from such spectacles. In the coming paragraphs, we'll explore public reactions in depth, from supportive celebs to outraged viewers, and how this might reshape daytime television forever. The shockwaves from this viral moment are far from over, keeping everyone talking and sharing. Diving deeper into the aftermath of Emma Thompson's shocking ejection from the Lorraine Kelly show following that heated clash, the online world exploded like never before. Immediately after the broadcast, social media platforms were flooded with clips, memes, and hot takes. Twitter, or X, as it's now called, saw #Emma vs Lorraine trend globally, with over 1 million tweets in the first 24 hours alone. Users divided into camps. Team Emma lauded her for calling out superficial interviewing, posting quotes like "Finally, someone stands up to the fluff." Meanwhile, Team Lorraine defended the host's right to ask real questions, arguing that celebrities aren't above scrutiny. Viral videos on YouTube racked up views in the tens of millions, with reaction channels breaking down the body language. Emma's crossed arms signaling defensiveness, Lorraine's forced smile hiding frustration. Instagram Reels featured dramatic reenactments, some hilariously over the top with actors mimicking British accents. Even celebrities couldn't resist chiming in. Judi Dench tweeted solidarity with Emma, saying bravo for speaking truth, while Piers Morgan sided with Lorraine on his show, calling Emma overly sensitive. The incident sparked think pieces in major outlets like The Guardian and Daily Mail, debating the evolution of talk shows from cozy chats to confrontational arenas. Viewership analytics showed a 30% spike for Lorraine's program the next day, as people tuned in hoping for a follow-up. Emma, capitalizing on the buzz, used her platforms to redirect attention to climate initiatives, partnering with organizations for awareness campaigns. Lorraine issued a polished apology via the show's official account, stating, "We value all our guests and regret any upset." But whispers of behind-the-scenes drama persist. Rumors of a shouting match in the dressing room, with Emma reportedly saying "This is beneath me." Leaked emails, if true, suggest producers encourage the provocative questions for ratings. The viral nature has led to merchandise mocks, like t-shirts with kicked-off Lorraine slogans, podcasts dedicated episodes to dissecting the psychology of live TV meltdowns, comparing it to past incidents like Tom Cruise's Oprah jump. For Emma's career, this could be a boon, positioning her as a fierce advocate unafraid of controversy. Lorraine, facing minor backlash, bounced back with guest appearances emphasizing positivity. The clash has prompted industry changes, with some shows revising guest protocols. Online petitions even called for a rematch interview, though unlikely. As the story evolves, fan theories abound. Was it all a PR stunt for Emma's movie? Evidence is slim, but the timing is suspicious. Regardless, this event underscores the power of viral moments in shaping public perception. Families discussed it at dinner tables. Schools used it for media literacy lessons. The global reach extended to non-English speaking countries, with subtitles amplifying the drama. In retrospect, what started as a routine promo turned into a cultural phenomenon, proving that conflict sells. Moving forward, we'll examine expert opinions on the incident's impact on mental health and media and how stars navigate such pitfalls. The heated clash continues to fuel conversations, ensuring its place in TV lore for years to come. Stay engaged as we unpack more layers of this captivating saga. As the dust begins to settle on Emma Thompson's dramatic exit from the Lorraine Kelly show amid that shocking heated clash, let's explore the broader implications for the entertainment industry and beyond. This incident isn't just gossip fodder, it's a mirror reflecting the pressures of live television in the social media era. Experts in media studies point out that shows like Lorraine's walk a tightrope between engaging content and respectful boundaries. The clash highlighted how quickly a conversation can derail when agendas clash. Emma's focus on substance versus the show's need for entertainment. Psychologists weigh in, noting the stress of unscripted moments, with Emma's reaction possibly stemming from accumulated frustration over years of invasive questioning. Lorraine, as host, bears the brunt of maintaining flow, but this event exposed vulnerabilities in that role. Industry insiders reveal that post-clash, networks are reviewing interview guidelines, potentially mandating more pre-approvals to avoid lawsuits or reputational damage. For Emma, the virality has amplified her voice on critical issues. Her film's box office jumped 25% in the UK, attributed to the publicity. Lorraine's show, while facing initial dips in approval ratings, recovered with themed episodes on honest conversations. Public relations gurus analyze it as a masterclass in crisis management. Emma's team spun it positively, emphasizing integrity, while Lorraine's opted for humility. The online backlash included doxing attempts on producers, prompting calls for better digital protections. Feminist perspectives frame it as a win for women asserting themselves, with Emma as a role model against passive aggression. Conversely, some critique her for escalating unnecessarily. The viral video has inspired parodies across platforms, from Saturday Night Live sketches to user-generated content on TikTok, keeping the momentum alive. Economic angles show ad revenues soaring for sites hosting the clip, illustrating how controversy monetizes. In education, communication courses use it as a case study on nonverbal cues and conflict resolution. Globally, translations spread the story, influencing talk shows in other countries to adopt cautious approaches. Emma's subsequent interviews avoided the topic deftly, redirecting to philanthropy. Lorraine hinted at lessons learned in a magazine feature, vowing to foster more empathetic dialogues. This event might catalyze a shift toward hybrid formats, blending live with edited segments for safety. Fan communities formed subgroups debating ethics, with polls showing 60% siding with Emma. Merchandise sales, though unofficial, indicate cultural penetration. As time passes, anecdotes from crew members leak, painting a picture of chaos. Hurried huddles, apologetic texts. The clash's legacy could be positive, encouraging authenticity over sensationalism. Yet, skeptics argue it's business as usual in ratings-driven TV. Regardless, it humanizes stars, reminding us they're not immune to friction. In the next sections, we'll hear from eyewitness accounts and predict future ramifications for both parties. This viral sensation proves that one heated moment can redefine narratives, captivating audiences worldwide with its raw energy, turning our attention to personal stories and eyewitness testimonies surrounding Emma Thompson's kicked-off moment from the Lorraine Kelly show in that viral heated clash. The details paint a vivid picture of chaos behind the glamour. Studio audience members recall the palpable shift in atmosphere from excited murmurs to stunned silence as voices rose. One attendee described Emma's entrance as regal, full of smiles, but noted Lorraine's questions turning pointed unexpectedly. It felt like watching a tennis match gone wrong, they said, with back-and-forth volleys escalating to shouts. Crew whispers suggest the producer tried intervening via earpiece, but signals were ignored in the heat. Post-break, security escorted Emma out discreetly, though paparazzi caught her stern expression leaving the building. Friends of Emma share that she was furious but principled, viewing it as a stand against tabloid-style probing. Lorraine's colleagues defend her, saying she was blindsided by Emma's intensity, aiming only for a lively discussion. Social media detectives unearthed old clips of similar tense interviews, fueling comparisons. Viewer calls flooded the show's lines, mixed with support and criticism. Emma's family reportedly rallied around her, with her husband posting subtle encouragement online. The virality extended to late-night shows, where hosts joked about the kickoff that wasn't a football reference. Analysts predict long-term effects. Emma might select appearances more carefully, favoring podcasts over TV. Lorraine could incorporate viewer feedback segments to rebuild trust. Legal experts speculate on defamation angles, though no suits filed yet. The incident inspired fan fiction, drawings of the clash, even songs parodying the dialogue. In therapy circles, it's used to discuss boundary setting in public life. Global fans translated subtitles, making it accessible, with cultural adaptations adding local flavor. Emma's activism gained traction, with petitions signed in her name for environmental policies. Lorraine's book sales saw a bump, as curiosity drove interest in her memoir. Conspiracy theorists claim it was orchestrated, citing promotional timing, but evidence lacks. Regardless, it bonded communities online, with forums hosting AMAs from similar experiences. For young aspiring actors, it's a cautionary tale on media navigation. The clash's echo in pop culture ensures replay value, with compilations of TV meltdowns featuring it prominently. As we approach the conclusion, reflect on how one morning's mishap became a worldwide talking point, blending entertainment with real-world lessons. The shocking heated clash goes viral for good reason. It's relatable, dramatic, and utterly human. Wrapping up our deep dive into the Emma Thompson kicked-off saga from the Lorraine Kelly show and its shocking heated clash that went viral, let's consider the lasting legacy and what the future holds. This event transcends mere celebrity gossip, evolving into a symbol of evolving media dynamics in an age where every moment is shareable. Emma emerges stronger, her reputation as a forthright icon solidified, potentially opening doors to advocacy roles beyond acting. Lorraine, resilient as ever, uses it as growth fodder, perhaps innovating her format for deeper, yet safer, engagements. The virality metric billions of impressions underscores social media's role in amplifying stories, for better or worse. Lessons learned include the value of empathy in interviews and the pitfalls of live unpredictability. Industry panels now discuss it, advocating for training in de-escalation. Fans hope for reconciliation, maybe a joint charity event bridging the divide. Emma's film benefited immensely, proving no publicity is bad publicity. Lorraine's show adapted, featuring more positive guest stories. Online, the memes fade, but the discourse lingers on ethics and respect. In hindsight, it was a perfect storm of personalities and topics, destined to explode. As viewers, we're reminded to consume media critically, separating fact from frenzy. This clash, while heated, sparks necessary conversations, pushing boundaries toward better entertainment. Thank you for joining this exploration. Share your thoughts below, and remember, in TV as in life, clashes can lead to clarity.